Hi, this video serves as a base to understand each and every single concept of time and work. In the previous video, I clearly explained you a frame which will allow you to solve the question quite quickly. I'm going to solve 23 questions. Understand them clearly. Every single question out of the 23 questions is not at all difficult. Some of them may be a bit lengthier, but try to understand each and every single question. Let's solve question number 1. 6 boys or 8 girls finish the work in 24 days. Clearly understand the distinction. It's R. Find the number of days taken by 6 boys and 8 girls to finish the work. I haven't given any answer options. This is a simple question. That's why I haven't given any answer options. Look, we have got two groups. Each group finish the work in the same number of days. If the two equally potential groups work, then obviously the time they take to finish the work would be exactly half of the original time. Since it is 24 days, then it would automatically take 12 days. This is a simple question. Let's solve next question. 6 boys and 8 girls finish a job in 6 days. 11 boys and 8 girls finish the same job in 4 days. So we have got two different groups and the time take to finish the same work is different. In how many days one boy and one girl working together finish the same work? Now, what we need to do is, like, we have got a one boy and then we need to take one girl. We should know the capacity of each boy and each girl. Otherwise, we cannot be able to solve this one. And do not try to convert the whole thing into an equation format actually. Yeah. Let's take, as I explained you, frame, like a number of persons, this A, their efficiency, which is B, time, which is obviously C, then it is total work, which is obviously is D, and then in fact D equal to A into B into C. So in case number 1, 6 boys and 8 girls, so it is 6 boys plus 8 girls. You have no idea about the capacity, efficiency, so they take exactly 6 days to finish the work. So that is, they finish 100% of the work. Now in second group, we've got 11 boys and then same number of girls, that is 8 girls. They finish the work in 4 days. That is, they finish 100% of the work. Now what you can do is, like, since the size of the two groups are different, as well as the time taken by individual groups is different, what you can do is, like, you can convert one value as a compatible one. Now if you know that they work for the same number of days, then it's very easy to solve this question. Now to do it, actually what you can do is, like, instead of finishing the work in 6 days, if they need to finish the work in 1 day, and the second group also, if they want to finish the work in one single day, we need the efficiency, which is 6 times the initial efficiency for group 1, and for group 2 it should be 4 times, or we need 6 times the size of group. So we need to increase the group size. Since we have no idea about the efficiencies, it's better we are left with only one choice, that is to take the 6 times the number of persons. So as for the first group, so it is going to be 6 times 6 boys plus 8 girls. Since they finish 100% of work, and also group 2 also, that's going to be 4 times 11 boys plus 8 girls. So once you solve this one, you find a relationship between the efficiency of a boy and girl. That's going to be 36 boys plus 48 girls is equal to 44 boys is 32 girls. So once we solve this one, it's going to be 8 boys is equal to 16 girls. 8 boys actually. So 1 boy efficiency 1 boy is equal to 2 girls. It means that the efficiency of a boy is 2 units. If you want to consider, then its boy is 2 units and a girl is 1 unit. Now we need to find how many days would be taken by one boy and one girl work together. Now we need to know the work, actually total work in terms of number of units. That's very easy, and you can substitute the 2 in 1 in either in this one or in this one. So that is 36 into 2 is going to be 72, plus 48 into 1 is going to be 48. That's going to be 120 units. Even if you substitute here, 44 into 2 is going to be 88. 32 into 1 is going to be 32. So total units are 120. Now one boy and one girl, they have to finish 120 units, where a boy capacity is 2 units per day and a girl capacity is 1 unit per day. That is 2 plus 1. So that is 3 units a day. Now, total units are 120. Now we can easily say that it's 40 days. So whenever we come across two different groups, the first thing we need to check is whether the efficiency of each group is same or the time taken by them is same. If one of them is same, then our task is very simple. If it is not there, then what we need to do is we need to take the time as same. So here I've taken the time is 1 hour, so that either the efficiency should be 6 times for group 1 and 4 times for group 2, or the number of persons available must be 6 times the initial available for group 1 and 4 times the initial available for group 2. Let's solve question number 3. Yeah, here I have given information, and based on the information I've asked 5 different questions. Now the information given is A can complete a work in 24 days, B in 30 days. Find the time taken by them to finish the work. Now A is an individual person, so the group size is 1. B is another individual person, and the number of B's are only 1, so it's just 2 persons. In such a case, we can write the frame here. Now here, A is a person, we have no idea about his efficiency. He finished the work in 24 days. It means he finished exactly 100% of the work. Now B, we have no idea of the efficiency. He finished the work in 30 days. Now to finish 100% work. Now it would be better if you know the exact number of units of the work, total units of the work. That is a simple LCM of the time, that is 24 and 30, that is 120. Now the total work is equal to 120 units. Since A finished 120 units in 24 days, he would be finishing exactly 5 units per day, whereas B efficiency is 4 units a day. So now it's very easy. Let's solve question A. When A and B work together. Now when A and B work together, they finish 5 plus 4 units, that is 9 units a day. And then since the total number of units is 120, we need to find the days. That's very easy. 120 by 9. That's 40 by 3 days. 13, 1 by 3 days. So once you convert them into the total number of units, then we can solve any question quite easily and quickly also. Let's see, solve question number 3b. When A and B work on alternate days, with A working on first day. So it's a day 1, the turn is A, and it's day 2, it's B, day number 3, it's A, day number 4, it's B, and so on until they finish the work. Now on day 1, since A is working, so he finished 5 units. On day 2, since B is working, he finished 4 units. Now again it's A's turn on day 3, he's going to finish 4 units. Then day 4 it's 4 units for B. Now, instead of writing all these things like 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4, we can say that together they finish 9 units. That is, in 2 days they finish 9 units of work. So every 2 days they finish 9 units. Now, like this, we need to find exactly 120 units when they finish 120 units. What we can do is, since they finish 9 units per couple of days exactly for every 2 days, what we can do is like we can take a multiple of 9 which is nearest to 120 and which is lower to 120, lower than 120. So that is, once they go on, the multiple of 9 is 117 is a multiple of 9 which is exactly 13 clubs. Now each club we know that 2 days. It means exactly after 26 days, exactly after 26 days, they have finished 117, and now it is 13 clusters actually. So every cluster is A working first time, B works on the next day. Now since 13 full clusters are completed, so that when we take the 14th cluster, the first day A will work. Now the number of units needed to be finished is 3. Since A can finish 5 units per day, is going to take only a part of day, that is 3/5 of the day. So that is going to be 26, 3 by 5 days. Yeah, that's how you can solve this question quite easily. Next, 3C. When A and B work on alternate days, B working on the first day. So it's now B's term on first day. Fundamentally, it's not at all a different question, but you need to pay attention. It's B's term. The capacity of A and B are different, so that's why you need to be careful. It's B, A, B, A. In such a case, it's 4 units. Next day, it's 5 units. And next day, it's 4. Next day, it's 5, like this. They need to finish together. That's 4 plus 5. And so on. Instead of it, we can take 9 units. And as usual, that's going to be 117 units at the end of the 26 days. Now, the remaining 3. Now it's B's turn, so B will finish 4 units per day, and to finish 3 units is going to use 3/4 of the day. That is going to be 26 3 by 4 days. It's quite easy. Let's focus on 3D. If A joins with B 2 days after B started the work. Now it's now B started and 2 days after it A joined. In such a case, so day 1, day 2. On day 1 and day 2, B worked. And day 3, it's B plus A. And then B plus A every single day until the whole work is finished. So it means on first day, 4 units of work has been completed. Second day also 4 units of work has been completed. Every other day, they will take 9 units of the work. Like this, they finish. Now what you can do is like B alone finish 8 units out of 120. It means the remaining are 112 units. Now it's A and B's turn. Together they finish 9. So now we can say 112 by 9. That's it. That's we can find. That is 12 days. 12. 4 by 9 days. They together work. Initially B worked for 2 days. It means the total work will be finished by 4. 4 by 9 days. Let's move to next question. 3E. If B joins with A 2 days after A started the work, that's even simpler. That's the same question. Now, in first 2 days, A works alone. So it means that he would be able to finish 5 plus 5, 10 units. The remaining 110 units are completed by A and B together. Since their capacity per day together is 9 units, the 110 to finish 110, they need 12 2 by 9 days. Initially A worked for 2 days, it's going to be 14 2 by 9. That's very simple, straightforward. Let's move on to solve question number 4. A can do a piece of work in 10 days, B can do it in 20 days. With the help of C, they finish the work in 4 days. In how many days C alone can complete the work? Good, 3%. So if you want to write the whole thing here itself, then let me erase. So this frame is going to be extremely useful. Now we have got A, the number of persons is 1. So that's A. A finished the work in exactly 10 days. So we finish 100% of the work. We have got another person B. You have no idea about the efficiency. He finished the work in 20 days. He's going to finish 100%. Now it's better if you find the LCM of time, that is 10 and 20. That is going to be 20. That is, we can say it's 20 units. Since the total work is 20 units and A takes 10 days to finish, it means that the capacity of A is 2 units per day. And then capacity of B is 1 unit per day. Now, along with C, they worked for 4 days. That means that on day 1, it's A, B, C, and on day 2 also, day 3 also, day 4 also, every single day. Now, every day A finished 2 units plus B finished 1 unit, and we have no idea about C. However, together A and B finished exactly together, they finished 3 units. In 4 days, they finished 12 units. The remaining work, which is 8 units, is done by C. So the remaining work is 8 units. C will finish 8 units in 4 days. C takes 8 units in 4 days. It means C finish 2 units per day. So we know the capacity of C also. Now the question is, in how many days C alone can complete the work? That's quite simple. We know the efficiency of C. We know the total work in terms of units also. Let's try it for about 10 units. Let's solve next question. A can do a piece of work in 24 days. If B is 60% more efficient than A, then the number of days required by B to complete the same piece of work. Now we have got 2 persons here, A and B. However, here the comparison of efficiency is also given. Now, A takes, we have no idea about efficiency, you can say that X units per day, or you can take some number, you can guess 100 units, 10 units, 2 units, whatever is there, X units a day, and he finished the work in 24 days. So it means the total work is like 100%. So in terms of the number of units, that is 24x units. Now B, since the efficiency of B is exactly 60% higher, exactly 60% more, then it means that it is going to be 1.6x units a day. And we have no idea about the number of days. However, he's going to finish the 24x units only. Since he's going to finish 100% of the work, he's going to complete 24x units in certain number of days. Let's say that is y. This is 1.6x into y. That's equal to 24x units. So that is 1.6x into y equal to 24x. Then y equal to 24 by 1.6. That's going to be 15. That's quite simple. Or else you can apply product constancy. Any method that is going to save the time is as crucial as the best method available. Let's solve question number 6. A is twice as good a workman as B, and therefore A takes 6 days less than B to finish the work individually. If A and B working together complete the work in 4 days, then in how many days B alone complete the work? Here also, the question talks about the efficiency. So we have got the efficiency between A and B. So it's A. The efficiency, let's take is 2x units. Then B's efficiency must be x units. And A takes 6 days less. We have no idea about the number of days taken by B. We can say that if A has taken n days, B must have taken n plus 6 days. Since they finished 100% of the work, we can say that is equal to 2xn. That is number of persons into efficiency into time is equal to total work. Here also, since they finish 100% of work, that we can say x into n plus 6. So these two are equal. So 2xn is equal to nx plus 6. That is quite simple. Now we can easily find the answer. We don't have to really look deeper into it. That is 6x actually. So that is straightforwardly simple. That is equal to n equal to 6. That's what we get. If n equal to 6, what is n? The number of days taken by A to finish the work. What is B? What is n plus 6? The number of days taken by B to finish the work. So it's 6 and it is 12. Together they finish. It's quite simple. Now we can safely say that the total work is 12x units. To finish 12x units, that is 12x units is the total work. The combined efficiency is quite simple. That is 2x plus x. That is 3x. That's how they take 4 days. That's a simple one. We don't need to use the information given in the question. They together can finish the work in 4 days. We don't need it actually. Now we need to find how many days they take. B alone. So obviously the capacity of B is x units per day and the total work is 12x. B will take 12 days to finish the work. We already found it quite easily. Let's solve other question. A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days. B and C can do the same work in 12 days. A and C complete the same work in 8 days. In how many days will they finish the work together? So here the combination is given. We have no idea about the efficiency of the individual persons, but however what is clearly given here is a combination. Now, you can straightforwardly say that the efficiency of A is small a, efficiency of B is small b, efficiency of C is small c. That's how you can take. Now A and B together, what they do is like A plus B together, they finish because their efficiency is going to be small a plus b. They finish the work in 8 days. It means the total work is 8 times of A plus B. Now B plus C, since their capacity is a small b plus small c, they finish the work in 12 days. It means that the total work must be 12 times of B plus C. Now here it's given as A plus C. So it's small a plus small c. They finish the work in 8 days. It means it's quite simple. In 8 days they finish A plus C units. Or else we can take an LCM of 8, 12 and 8. That is also possible. We can take the efficiency of 8, 12, 8. We can take the LCM of 8, 12, 8. Though this one is coming as 24. It means the total work is 24 units. Either you can solve 3 equations and find ABC individually, or else you can directly take the LCM of the number of days. That is 8, 12, 8. The LCM is 24 units. It means 8 times of A plus B must be equal to 24 units. It means A plus B is 3 and B plus C must be 2. So A plus B is equal to 3. B plus C, we know that it's 2, and A plus C, we know that it's 3. And we don't need to really run up to this point. We can simply say that AB working together, they take 8 days. AC working together, they take 8 days. What does it mean? A is common in both, and even if in place of B, C is coming, the number of days is still same. It means that the capacity of or efficiency of B is same as efficiency of C. Exactly. Efficiency of, so then we can easily solve. So that is B plus C is 2. It means that the efficiency of B equal to C. It means B capacity is 1 unit and C capacity is 1 unit. With this we can solve the question quite easily. You just don't need to try up to this point. You can simply say that the efficiency of B equal to efficiency of C, and then we need to find the relationship between the efficiency of A and other one of the other two. That's quite simple. In how many days will they finish the work together? Now the B efficiency is, A efficiency is 2 units. So the combined efficiency per day is 4 units. Combined work is 24 units. So they take 6 days to finish the work. Yeah, it seems it's a bit lengthier question. And also one of the answer option is a dicey. Cannot be determined as one of the answer options. Be careful, and also remaining answer options are given in terms of some fractions. It seems question seems to be a bit, as of now it seems to be a bit difficult. But let's solve. 4 pipes A B D D, it must be A B C D. Yeah, A B C D are connected to a tank. The time in which A B C D take to fill a tank are in ascending order. The greatest part of the tank which can be filled by any 3 pipes is in an hour is 13 3 by 6th. The least part of the tank which can be filled by any 3 pipes in an hour is 1/4. The time taken by all the pipes to fill the tank is 2.4 hours. Find the taken in hours by B and C to fill the tank. Good information. We have got 4 pipes A, B, C, D. Now D take more time than C. In return C take more time than B. In return B take more time than A. So in terms of the time, it's D greater than C greater than B greater than A. In such a case, in terms of efficiency, it must be A greater than B greater than C greater than D. This is what we know. And we have no idea about the individual efficiencies in terms of units. So once we reach this point, we can use this one to solve this question quite easily. Now, if I say the efficiency of A is small b, B is small c, C is small c, D is small d, then we know that it's definitely A is greater than B is greater than C is greater than D. Now, it's clearly given that the greatest part of the tank can be filled by any 3 pipes in an hour is 13 by 36. The greatest part. Obviously, the greatest part would be filled by the top 3 efficient pipes. Top 3 are A, B, C. So, in 1 hour, exactly, they fill 13 by 36th part. Next, it is clearly given that the least, so the least should happen only when the least 3 pipes are in operation. Now the least 3 pipes are B, C, D. The fill in 1 hour exactly 1 by 4th part. It would be better if we have the same denominator for both the fractions. Now, in such a case, this fraction can be written as 9 by 36th part. So this is the information we know as of now. And also one more thing is given, that is together they fill the whole tank in exactly 2.4 hours. So the capacity of small a plus small b plus small c plus small d into 2.4 hours, that is equal to 100% of the capacity of tank and that we can easily say that that is 36 units. Yeah, look, 36 parts. It means that 36 units. You can say if each part is 1 unit, you can say 36 units. That's very easy. It means A plus B plus C plus D, they fill in 1 hour. That's going to be 36 by 2.4. That is 15 units in 1 hour, A, B, C, D together. Now, if you take that the total capacity of the tank is 36 units, then we can directly say that together they fill 15 parts in 1 hour, and also ABC together they fill up to 13 parts, BCD operate they fill up to 9 parts. Now we can directly say A plus B plus C plus D equal to 15. Then we can say A plus B plus C in 1 hour, since it is equal to 13 units, we can say D alone fills the pipe. D fills exactly 2 units in 1 hour. So in such a case, D 1 hour is going to be 2 units. And as per statement number 2, if I write this as statement number 1 and this as statement number 2 and this is statement number 3. As per statement number 2, we know that B plus C plus D, they finish 9 units in 1 hour. So since D alone finished 2 units in 1 hour, we can say B plus C, they finish exactly 7 units in 1 hour. Now the question clearly asked us to find the time taken by B and C working alone. B and C working together, or only B and C are involved. The time taken by all the pipes to fill the, find the time taken in hours by B and C to fill the tank. We know that the tank capacity is 36 units. We know that the combined efficiency of B and C in 1 hour is 7 units. We can say 36 by 7. That's a straightforward. What we have done is we have equated the denominator for both the fractions, and we have taken the denominator as the number of units. So simple one. Let's solve question number 9. A takes 6 days less than B and 2 days more than C to complete the job. A and B together can do the work in the same time as C can complete the job. Two statements. One, a comparison is given. Two, if two persons work together, they take the same time as the third person alone to finish the work. In how many days B alone complete the work? So we have got 3 persons here. A. So if I write the number of persons, that is A, efficiency, that is B, time, that is C, and then total work, that is D. In fact, D equal to A into B into C. Don't confuse between ABC and then person names ABC. A takes 6 days less days, so it's A, it take, and then B and C. A takes 6 days less than B and 2 days more than C. 6 days, exactly 6 days less than B and 2 days more than C. So if C is taking exactly time X, then A will take exactly 2 days more, that is X plus 2, and it takes exactly 6 days less. It means that B must be taking X plus 8 days. Now we have no idea about the efficiencies, we have no idea about the time also. The time is given in terms of a variable actually. So we cannot take the LCM of X plus 2, X plus 8 and X plus X actually. Since we cannot take the work in terms of units, what you can simply do is simply say in one day A would finish 1 by X plus 2 units, one part out of X plus 2, and at the same time B finished one part out of X plus 8, or 1 by X plus 8th part. C finished 1 by Xth part. It's clearly given in second statement that A and B together can do the same work in the same time. It means that per day capacity of A and B together is equal to per day capacity of C. This means it's down to solve an equation. It's quite simple. It must be straightforward. So that is 2x plus 10 by x square plus 10x plus 16 is equal to 1 by x. In such a case, that is 2x square plus 10x equal to x square plus 10x plus 6. So both places 10x is common. So now x square is equal to 6. No, what is x square? That's right. Now, so we know that x is 6. It means that b is 8 plus 6. It is 14 days. It's very easy to solve. Not 16. It's not 6 actually. It's 16. X square equal to 16. It means x equal to 4. X cannot be minus 4. X equal to 4. In such a case, x, he takes 4 days, or he or she takes 4 days to finish the work. It means B will take 12 days to finish the work. Do you understand what we have done is quite simple, since we have no idea about the efficiencies, and also it's very difficult to predict the time or duration taken by the individuals ABC in terms of the integers. What we have done is we have equated their single day capacity, and as per the condition given in statement number 2, we can easily say that one single day, it clearly says that the combined one single day's work of A and B is same as the one single day work of C. Now we have equated, we have got an equation, we have solved it quite easily. Let's move to question number 10. C takes twice the number of days than, it's not then actually, so you can say than. C takes twice number of days than A to do the job. A and B together can do it in 6 days, while B and C can do in 10 days. In how many days A alone finished the job? It must be quite simple because there is nothing given here, and there is no trick here. It's a straightforward question. We can say A, B, C, capital A, capital B, capital C, and since it is number of persons, the next one is efficiency, next one is total work. Look at this one, the comparison. C takes twice the number of days than A to do the job. If A takes X days, then C would automatically take 2x days. And we know that relationship between efficiency and time. Efficiency is inversely proportional to time, or time is inversely proportional to efficiency. In such a case, we can say it is 2 and it's 1. 2 is to 1 ratio. It's not that exactly 2 units and exactly 1 unit. It could be 200 units, the capacity of A, and then 100 units is the capacity of C. We have simply written in terms of a simple number, that is 2 and 1. A and B together can do in 6 days. Now, do we have any idea about the capacity of B? No. Then you can take a variable here, that is Y. So the combined efficiency of A and B is 2Y. They together finish the work in 6 days exactly. It is 6 days. It means the combined work, which is 100%, must be equal to 2 plus Y into 6. This is 100% of the work. Now, B and C can do in 10 days. So now, these two people, B and C, they do it in 10 days. The efficiency of B is Y, so it means it's going to be 1 plus Y into 10. That is also 100%. Now we can equate both. That is 12 plus 6Y is equal to 10 plus 10Y. 4y equal to 2, y equal to 1 by 2. What is y? The efficiency of B. In how many days A alone finished the job? Now we know that y is 1 by 2. Now we can easily calculate the number of units of work. So in place of y, if we can substitute 1 by 2, then we can directly say from this equation 2 plus 1 by 2 into 6. That is the total work. That is 15 units with the total work. Now the efficiency of A is 2 units per day and the total work is 15 units. So he would be finishing the work at the end of the 7.5 days. That's very simple. Let's solve next question. A group of men completed the work in 20 days, but 12 men did not turn up for the job and the remaining men did the job in 32 days. Obviously, when some of them are not reporting to the job, the remaining people will have to take the responsibility. So obviously, since they cannot work more per day, they need more number of days. 32. How many men were there initially? So we need to find number of men. Let's use the same thing, same frame. Since you have no idea about the number of persons, you can say the number of persons is n and the efficiency of each person is not given. So you can imagine anything or you can neglect it or you can take 1 unit or 10 units. So since the efficiency doesn't come into the picture, you can take the efficiency as any other variable x, y, z or 10 units to 100 units, or you can simply neglect it also. Yeah, they finish the work in 20 days. Thus is 20 days. It means total work must be 20 n units. Now some of them, 12 men, not some, 12 men did not turn up. It means that the number of men available now is n minus 12. They finished the work in 32 days. So it means it is 32 n minus 12 units. Since both groups are finishing exactly 100% of the work, now we can equate them. That is 20 n equal to 32 n minus 32 into 12. That is 12 n equal to 32 into 12. N equal to 32. That's very simple. Very simple. You just need to take some variable. Equate them always. Always try to find the number of units of the work. If 2 men or 3 women or 4 boys can do a piece of work in 52 days, then in how many days 1 man, 1 woman and 1 boy complete the work? So 2 men equal to 3 women equal to 4 boys. We can easily say. Or what we can do is, since 2 men take the same time as 3 boys, or 3 women and 4 boys, we can directly say 2 men. Efficiency doesn't matter. 52 days. 3 women. 52 days. And 4 boys. 52 days. Now we cannot take the time, the LCM of the time. That is not possible. Why can't we take? The size of the group is different. What we can do is convert the number of persons. So if there's 1 person, then that's going to be 104 days. There's only 1 woman and she will obviously take 156 days. There's only 1 boy, then the boy is going to take exactly 208 days. Now we can do it. It's 1%. Now the LCM of 104, 156 and 208, we can find it quite easily. So LCM of 104, 156 and 208. That must be simple. So that's 52 2s, 3s and 4s. That is 2, 1. That's it. So that is 52 into 12 units. Do not try to find the value of 52 into 12 units. Now what is given here? One boy. If one man finished the work in 104 days, the capacity of that one person, you can calculate it quite easily. It is quite simple to find. If one man take 104 days to finish 52 into 12 units, then obviously the capacity of the person is 6 units a day. One woman capacity is going to be 4 units a day. 4 boys, we know that they finish the work in 52. One boy, 208 days to finish 52 into 12 units. So the capacity of one boy is going to be 3 units. Now the combined efficiency is 6 plus 4 plus 3 units. The total work is 52 into 12 units. So that is 13 units per day, units a day, and this is the total. That's very easy. They'll take 48 days to finish. One man plus one woman plus one boy to finish the work is obviously 48 days. This is how you can compare quite easily. Let's solve next question. 33 men can do a job in 30 days. 44 men started the job together, and every day one person leaves the job at the end of the day. What is the minimum number of days required to complete the whole work? Don't try to go from the answer options. Answer options can be misleading, and in fact one of the answer options is none of this given. So after trying the first 3 ABC, you probably may not be able to find the exact one, and then you obviously go to answer option D. Instead of it, we can solve it quite easily. Look at this one, 33 men. We have no idea about this efficiency, but we can take it for granted. 1 unit or 2 units, 3 units, that is 30 days. You can take 1 unit per day, that is 990 units the total work, which is 100% of the work. This is the information. This is case 1. Now as per case 2, on day 1 44 people work. That's 1 day. That is each person capacity is 1 unit. So they together finish 44 units. Whereas this is on day 1. On day 2, one person less, that is 43. And each person capacity is 1 unit, and then work together for one day. That is 43 units. So like this, next day it's going to be 42, 41, like this they do. So sum of 41 plus 44 plus 43 plus 42 plus 41 and so on up to the entire work. So the entire work is 990 units. So like this, in this manner they finish. Now instead of trying to do it, actually what you can do is, like, the numbers are the numbers of units per day, that is series sequence is 44, 43, 42. That's arithmetic progression. In arithmetic progression, the sum is equal to, in arithmetic progression, that is that appeared as 44, 43, 42 and so on. It is term 1 and somewhere it's nth term. The sum is going to be term 1 plus term nth average into n. So we know that term 1, that is 44. So we can simply say that is going to be 44 plus some number. What happens if we say that on the last day, that is the only one person left? We can imagine it actually. You can say that the work finished when 10 persons are working, when only 8 were working, or when only 25 were working. So 44 plus last day, it's 1 by 2 into 44, that itself is 990. Now you can simply start from 44 up to 10. Once you started adding 44, 43, 42 and up to 10, you probably find some number. If that is exceeding 990, then you need to come down. If that is not exceeding 990 and that is lower than 990, then we need to add some more elements. That's it. Question 14. A piece of work can be completed by 10 men and 6 women in 18 days. Men works 9 hours per day, while women works 7.5 hours per day. Very good. Per hour efficiency of a woman is two-thirds of the man's efficiency. Very good. One more condition. In how many days 1 man and 9 women complete the work? Look, what you really need to do is quite simple. At the end, it is given that 1 man and 9 women. A man works only for 9 hours a day. A woman works for 7.5 hours. And then only 1 man, it means that he is going to work for 9 hours. A group of women, 9 women, they are going to work for 7.5 hours. That's it. That's the simple information. Now, we just need to compare the efficiency. What is clearly given is, as per this frame, in case 1, we have got 10 men plus 6 women. Man works for 9 hours. A woman works for 7.5 hours. So the efficiency of a man is not known, that is X. Efficiency of women we can take Y. So let me write this one in a proper order. This is efficiency. This is time. And this is group size. This is for male and female. We need to find the efficiency. Now, the simple thing. Per hour efficiency for woman is two-thirds the efficiency for man. So 1 hour equal of woman is equal to two-thirds hour of men. Then we can directly say 3 women is equal to 2 men. 3 women equal to 2 men. So 3 women together finish the same work in 1 hour as that of 2 men. So in such a case, in place of 3 women, we can directly write 2 men. That is, in place of 3 women, we can write 4 men. Yeah, that's the simplest one. Now look at this one. We converted everything into men. So 10 men group, they work for 9 hours a day. It means per day they work 90 hours. Another group of 4 men, they work 7.5 hours a day. That means they work 30 hours a day. Together they work 120 hours. Now that is per day the total number of working hours. Like this, they finish the work in 18 days. So that is 18 days. So it means 120 into 18 days. That is, this is the total work in terms of number of hours. What I've done is I try to find the efficiency by using the efficiency relationship. I try to find how many women are equal to how many men. Then once we know there are 2 different groups, even though we converted women into men, but that particular group work for only a limited period, which is 7.5 hours, and the remaining male group, they work for 9 hours. Now, what is asked in the question is 1 man plus 9 women. This we can easily write as 6 men. Now this one man obviously worked for 9 hours, so it means that it is 9 hours of work is completed, and then this 6 women work for 7.5 hours, 6 male, that is going to be 45 hours of the effort. So together it is 54 hours of effort. They finish 54 working hours per day. However, the total working hours are 120 into 18. If in one day it's 54 hours, then to finish 120 into 18 hours, how much? That's going to be 40 days. Look, whenever the conditions are given, more number of conditions are given, it is the candidate who has to write them in a proper order. It is not supposed to be the ability of the candidate, which confuses quite frequently. That's it. Do remember, even if you convert women into men, you need to remember that that particular group works only for 7.5 hours. It does not mean that they work for 9 hours. Next one. A and B working together completed a job in 8 days. If A worked twice efficiently as he actually did, and B worked one third as efficiently as he actually did, the work would have been completed in 6 days. Find the time taken by A to complete the job alone. Quite simple. As usually, you need to write them in a frame. We have got A, it's only one person. We have got no idea of his efficiency. You can say small a units, and he finished the work in, you have no idea, and because it's working with B, and then efficiency of B is given as small b units. Now together they finished the work in 8 days. This is the time. Now total work is going to be 8 times of combined efficiency, that is 8 times of A plus B. This is case 1. Now what is given in case 2? That's what you need to understand. We have got second case. Now A is the only one person, but his efficiency is twice, that is 2A units. And B is also available, but his efficiency is down, it's B by 3 units a day. And then they finish the work in exactly 6 days. So it means the combined work must be 6 times of sum of the efficiencies. This is 100% and this is also 100%. Now we can equate these two. That is going to be 8A plus 8B is equal to 12A plus 2B. So 4A equal to 6B. A by B equal to 3 by 2. What is A? What is small a? The efficiency of person A, that is 3 units. So it is 3 units and this is 2 units. So in such a case, total work we can calculate, that is 8 times of A plus B, that is 8 times of 3 plus 2, that is straightforwardly it's 8 times of 3 plus 2, that is 40. So total work is 40 units. Now if A is working alone, so since his capacity per day is 3 units, is going to finish 40 units in 40 by 3 days. That's simple. Let's move to set of questions. So directions for question number 16 to 19. There are 4 questions. Microtech got a project from IOC and sent certain number of employees to its onshore office. I don't read the next statement unless I understand the statement I have just read. Now here it is given certain number of employees. So the number of employees is unknown till now. 8 days later, 20% of the employees left onshore, and it was found that it would take as much time to complete the rest of the project as the total time needed to complete the entire project with all the employees presented. Every employee finishes 20 tasks per hour. So one more information, 20 tasks per hour. Since the efficiency of every person per hour is same, we can neglect it. If the efficiency is going to be different, then we need to consider it. If the efficiency is same, then that is a negligible variable. Now, as per the information given, it's a group sent, that is number of persons that is unknown, we can say it's n. Efficiency is given as 20 units or, but we can simply strike it off. We don't need it actually, because efficiency is same for every person. The time is absolutely unknown. The time is t here. Now the total work is obviously the product of number of persons into time, that is nt. This is given. This is case 1. Now we have got case number 2. That is after 8 days. Exactly after 8 days, 20% of the employees left the project. It means now it is 80% of n, that is nothing but 0.8 n. The efficiency remains same, that is 20 units. Now we can neglect it. However, the information clearly states that they take the same time as that of the entire people presented, all the people presented, to finish the total work. Now to finish the total work, when all the persons are presented is t, when only 80% of the people presented, and to finish the remaining part of the work also they need the same duration, that is t. Now they finish 0.8 nt the total work. Find the difference actually between case 1 and case 2. The number of persons are down, however the time remained same. Why the time remained same when the number of persons are down, and also when the efficiency still remained same as 20 units per hour? Why it is same is the t is to finish the remaining 80% of the remaining work actually. With the capacity, with the 80% of the staff available, we finish the remaining work in the same time, that is t hours. What we can guess from this one is, or what we can infer from this one, not guess actually, is what is this gap actually, that is 0.nt. Now that is the work already been finished. When the entire crew is presented, they finish 0.nt. nt is the total work. 0.2 nt means that is 20% of the work. To finish it, well, it's quite simple. They invested 8 days. That's it. In 8 days, with all the staff presented, they can finish 0.2 nt, that is 20% of nt. Now to finish nt, when all the people are presented, we can easily calculate that is 5 times, that is 40 days. That's what we can calculate. We still have no idea about the number of people, but we can easily calculate the total time required when all the people started working together. That's very easy. What I've done is, I've taken case 1. In case 1, I've taken the number of persons which is unknown, that's n, and the time taken is t. total work is empty. In case 2, 20% of the people have left after 8 days. However, the time to finish the remaining work by this particular group is also same as that of the entire people presented to finish the total work, that is T. So they finish 0.8 NT, that is the remaining work. Now, already finished work is 0.2 NT, that is 20% of the total work, which is finished by all the group presented in 8 days. So when all the group of the persons presented, they'll take 40 days to finish the work. That's what we calculated. Let's read the questions. How many employees left the project? We have no idea. Cannot be determined. How many employees were sent to onshore? That is also unknown. Let's solve the remaining 2 questions of this same sheet. Question number 18. What could be the number of employees remained at work when 20% employees left the project? What could be? Do we know how many people were sent to onshore? We have no idea. We don't know. Then how can we answer this question? And also, no answer option carries cannot be determined option and none of these options. This is an important question. Look, what could be the number? Could be. We know that 100% is n. We want to know what could be 80%, that is like 0.8 n. Now 0.8 n must be an integer. If n is an integer, 0.8 n must be an integer. Now check. If 0.8 n is 15, then n cannot be an integer. If 0.8 n is 18, n cannot be an integer. If 0.8 n is 68, check whether n is an integer. Yes, n is an integer. 68, so it's going to be 85. N is 85. That's why we can easily say it's what could be the number. We cannot directly say that the exact number of employees currently working onshore is exactly 68, but we cannot say. We could say that, okay, if the total crew size sent to onshore is 85, then the remaining crew size is 68. These are based on conditions. That's why it's asked could be. Yeah. Next, in how many days would the project be completed with original workforce? That's what we have already found, that is 40. So we can find the total time taken by them to finish the work if all of them are presented, but still we cannot really know how many are presented. So understand, question number 18 is very difficult to answer. Next one. Let's solve the remaining 4 questions. 5 actually. Making an app has 2 stages. 2 persons, Manoj and Niklesh, started working on stage 1 and stage 2 respectively, and Manoj works twice as fast as Niklesh. The ratio of time taken by Manoj and Niklesh to finish their respective works is 16:25. Simple, the efficiencies are given. However, the efficiencies are given in terms of ratio only, and the time taken by to finish their respective works is also given in terms of ratio only. Find the ratio of the time taken by Manoj to complete stage 2 and Niklesh to complete stage 1. It's quite simple. This must be straightforward. There were 2 persons. One is Niklesh. So first one is Manoj. So let me write in the same order. Manoj, and then second one is Niklesh. Now we have efficiency twice, that is 2 units, and this is just 1 unit. Now time to finish. Now look at this one. Is taking stage 1 to finish stage 1 is taking 16 days. I'm assuming that 16:25 as days, and to finish stage 2 is taking 25 days, and both of them completes, that is 100%. They complete their own tasks. It means the total work in terms of units we can say. Thus is 2 units. So 16 days, it means that it is 32 units. Now, it's taking 25 days to finish stage 2 and working 1 unit per day. That means that the total work is 25 units. Now, what happens if Niklesh is working on stage 1 with the same capacity and Manoj is working on stage 2 with this capacity? Now, obviously, it is Manoj stage 2 total work divided by efficiency is to Niklesh stage 1 total work, that is 32 by 1. That is 25 by 2 is to 32. That is 25 is to 64. It's simple. 25 is to 64. Do remember. It's asked Manoj and Niklesh only. If it is asked and Niklesh and Manoj, then answer option could be answer option A. Careful here. What we have done is we know the efficiencies in terms of ratio, we know the time taken by them to finish their individual tasks or individual stages. Again, it's also given in terms of ratio. We can safely assume the ratio as their efficiencies and their times. Let's solve question number 21. 4 pipes ABCD can fill a tank in 10, 20, 40, 45 minutes respectively. 2 of these 4 pipes work as outlet pipes and the remaining 2 work as inlet pipes. One of the outlet pipe works with one of the inlet pipe, takes 3 1/9 times more than the other 2 pipes working together to fill the tank. Find the pair of the pipes that take lesser time. Now, it's a lengthier and we need to arrange them in a proper order, as well as we need to pair them also. Let's see first, instead of worrying about how to approach, let's write the information given in a proper order. We have got ABCD pipes. We have got no idea about their efficiencies as of now, and however the time taken by to finish the work is 10 hours, 20 hours, 40 hours and 45 hours. That is in 10 hours they finish the total work. Each pipe finish exactly 100% of the work. Well, what can we do? Efficiencies are unknown. The LCM of the time is the total work in terms of units. So LCM of 10, 20, 40, 45. That's straightforward. So we need to find LCM of 10, 20, 40, 45. That is 360. So it means the total capacity of the tank is 360 units at 360 liters. It's better since it is pipes. You can say 360 liters. Now we can say the efficiencies. The efficiency of A is 36 liters, B is 18 liters, C is 9 liters and D is 8 liters. Now, one pipe works and then second one works negatively. So one group takes 3 by 9 times more time than the other group. Now it's going to be A minus B or A minus C or A minus D. It cannot be like B is working as an inlet pipe and then A is working as an outlet pipe. That is never possible. The tank will never get filled. So the filling pipe capacity must be more than the pipe which is taking out the water. So it means that if you are comparing with if you are taking A, then the other pipe must be an outlet. Let's see AB. So if A is working and then if it is A plus B, safely assume it's A then B, then that's going to be 18 liters. And then it means that it leads to C minus C, that's going to be 1 liter. Now, if A and B together That's 18 liters, and C and D together 1 liter. Then C and D takes 18 times more. So that's ruled out. We need only 3 1 by 9. Then let's go to AC. That is 36 minus 8. 36 minus 8. That's how much? 27. Now it's going to be B minus D. That's going to be 10. So in such a case, it is going to be 2.7 times. We know that the efficiency and time are inversely proportional. So if it is 20:7, that's going to be 10:27. That's not possible because we need it as 3 1 by 9. 3 1 by 9 is nothing but 28 by 9. So in such a case, this is also ruled out. Now we'll take AD, which is 28 liters. Now it is BC, which is 9 liters. So if one is filling 28 and the other one is 9 liters, then the time taken by them is inversely proportional. That is 1 by 28 is 1 by 9. That's 28 by 9. So this is the pair. AD pair will take lesser time. What we have done is quite simple actually. We try to find the capacity of the whole tank by using the time, and in return we can find the efficiency. By using efficiency, we can easily calculate. 22. A piece of work can be done by A and B together in 8 days, B and C together in 12 days, C and A together in 16 days. In how many days can A alone complete the work? So combination is given. So we can use this one, this frame. So we have got the capacity of A is taken as small a, B is taken as small b, C we can take it as small c, and then finally D we can take it as small d. Now A and B working, okay, it's only 3 persons. If A and B working, in such a case, their efficiency would be small a plus small b, and then time taken by them is 8, so total work, which is 100%, must be equal to 8 times of A plus B. Now B and C together 12 days. B and C, its efficiency of small b plus small c, that is 12. We can say 100% is 12, that is 12b plus c. Now next one is A plus C. A plus C, that's capacities are small a plus small c, will take 16 to finish 100% of the work. That is 16 times A plus C. Now instead of trying to solve the equations, because A times of A plus B, the finishing 100%, so we can equate with other things. But instead of going for it, actually what we can do is, we can safely say that 8 times 8, 12, 16 are the number of days taken by 3 different groups to finish 100% of the work each. Then we can take the LCM. LCM of 8, 12, 16, which turns out to be 48. Now we can say 48 units of work. If 48 units of work, then we can directly say that the combined capacity of A plus B is 6. B plus C is 4. A plus C is, again we can easily say 3. Now instead of trying to do it, what we can do is like 2 times the capacity of this. A plus B plus C is equal to 13. So the combined capacity of A plus B plus C is 13 by 2, which is 6.5 units. Yeah. Now, in how many days can A alone complete the work? Now, if A plus B plus C combined in 6 plus 5, then we can easily find what is A plus B, that is C, that is 6. So we can directly say that C is equal to 0.5. If C is equal to 0.5, then we can say A is equal to 2.5. If A is equal to 2.5, then we can say B is equal to 3.5. This is units. Either you can solve 8A plus 8B and 12b plus 12c, 16a plus 16c, or you can directly assume the total work in terms of units by taking the LCM of time and solving it further, or else you can simply solve all the equations and then you can get the efficiencies of three different persons. Now the total work is 48 units and AS capacity is 2.5 units. Then we can easily find that is 19 1 by 5. So that is 48 by 2.5. 19 1 by 5 days by A to finish the work. Let's solve the final question. A group of men completes an assignment in 8 days, but starting from day 2, 10 persons leave the assignment every day and the assignment completed at the end of the 12th day. How many men were there at the beginning? So we need to find the number of persons at the beginning. If let's say number of persons, since it is unknown, you can say always say it's n, and the efficiency of all the candidates involved in the group is equal, then you can say 1 unit per day or whatever is there, or you can neglect it also. And also time taken by them to finish the task is given as 8 days, then it means the total work, since they finish 100% of the work, then we can say that it is 8n units. This is case 1. What is given in case number 2 is on day 1 n people present, that's 1 day, that means they finish n units because 1 unit per day is their individual person's capacity. Second day onwards 10 people will leave every day, so n minus 10 people, so that's 1 unit 1 day, that's going to be n minus 10 units of work. Day number 3 it's going to be another 10% will leave the work, then it's going to be n minus 20, so like this. So it reaches on day number 12, that's going to be n minus 110, that's going to be n minus 110 units. Now the total work is completed. Now the total work is 8n units. Now if n plus 10 plus n minus 20 and so on up to n minus 110, that is also equal to 8n. So then we can say 8n is equal to n plus n minus 10 and so on up to n minus 110. What you can do is, like, since the given series is in arithmetic progression, you can take the first term plus last term by 2 into number of terms. That is first term plus last term by 2. That is the average into number of terms. That is 12. That's very easy. So that is 2n plus 10 into 6 is equal to 8n. That's quite simple. 8n equal to 12n plus 60. It's very, very simple. No, I think I've got it wrongly here. N into, actually it's not n plus, it's n into. I've got a slight mistake. N into n plus 1. No, first term plus last term. First term, okay. I've got a mistake here. That is 8n equal to first term plus last term, which is n into 110 by 2 into number of terms. That's very simple. So 8n equal to 2n minus 110 into 6. So 8n is equal to 12n minus 110. So 4n equal to 110, n equal to 110 by 4. Now what is the question? How many men were there at the beginning? Oh, it's 660. Why am I making a lot of mistakes here? I couldn't understand. 660 by 4. That is going to be 165. Yeah. So I've taken that as n minus 110 as n plus 10 actually. Anyhow, This is how you can solve the questions quite easily by using the frame. Now in the next two videos, I'm going to solve all the CAT questions, the 19 CAT questions, and I've divided all the 19 questions into two different levels of difficulty. First level is easy level, and then second one is moderate level. Thank you very much.